Hey, you're watching the Livestream Lounge at BevNet Live Winter 2016. I'm Ray Latif, I'm the managing editor of BevNet. I'm here with CEO John Craven, and we're joined by Deanna Fleming, the Vice President of Marketing for Harmless Harvest. How are you, Deanna?
I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Great. How's your BevNet Live experience going?
It's my first BevNet Live experience, and it's been a phenomenal day. I'm joined here with our one of our brand managers, and it's been great just to see the category changing and some of the awesome kind of competitors coming to the market.
Yeah, well, your category is changing a little bit, which is coconut water, still evolving, and your brand has evolved over the last year for sure. Some changes in your formula, in the way you're processing the coconut water, some changes in terms of the staffing and sort of executive level positions of the company. Can you give us sort of a brief update, as it were?
Absolutely. It's been a tremendously exciting year for Harmless Harvest, to be honest. We did change our process. We're now a series of multi-step microfiltration.
Away from HPP.
Away from HPP to multi-step microfiltration. And this has actually allowed us to have very consistent product and a longer shelf life. So great for the consumers and great for our retailers. Justin and Douglas spent a great deal of time building a phenomenal brand and a company with a big mission. And we've brought on a very focused leadership team to really focus on expansion, growth, and innovation to continue to meet the needs of our consumers. So we had record high summer months, and we're really excited for what 2017 has to bring us.
Yeah, and those include a new CEO and you yourself, who came on board about a year ago as well. So, you know, having GNL and having you on board, you know, what has that done for the company in terms of sort of professionalizing operations, considering your backgrounds?
I think Justin and Douglas built a big vision, and in order for us to kind of acquire this vision and set out on this path to get it forward, I think both of them realized we just needed experts within the industry, folks who have scaled brands previously, like Janella does come from Vitamin Water, so took that glass out into Coca-Cola. She was actually solely responsible for the global distribution, so she's got great networking where we're ready to scale. We've got a head of chief commercial officer who has also worked with all the retailers here in the US, so just people that have had prior experience. And I'm helping with the branding and really innovation, so making sure our consumers are constantly on their toes and looking forward to great new products.
Yeah. We talked yesterday a little bit about your approach to marketing and your approach to advertising, and a lot of it had to do with the product selling itself. You sell such a high quality, very flavorful coconut water that's unlike many on the market, if any, on the market. But you know, what are some of the marketing? What's your focus on marketing in terms of strategy and traditional marketing efforts versus, say, modern marketing efforts in social media and things like that?
I would say you're right. We have a premium product, so we own taste, which is awesome. So we've kind of descaled competition that way. But we really focus, honestly, a big focus in 2017 is sharing our story. We are an ecosystem-based business. We are very mission value driven. And I don't think we've done great justice to sharing with everyone all of the amazing things that Harmless Harvest is doing and some of that positive impact that we've really had. We are very dedicated to our commitment to our people through our Fair for Life certification. We surpassed our third badge of honor this year with flying colors. Yep. And with that, with growth in sales, means that we're able to contribute more of our proceeds back into the rural communities in Thailand. So this year alone, we had over 12 different mobile health clinics arrive in some of those rural communities in Thailand and offer health care to our farmers. 80% of them, which had never even seen a visit from a doctor before.
Yep.
The second initiative that they are working on now is school uniforms. So school is actually free in Thailand, but how they kind of monitor the entrance to school is having 2 new uniforms for each student. They're very costly on a farmer's salary, so they've asked us to invest in programs to help their children get uniforms so they can go to school. So I think a big portion of we don't like to say we do a lot of marketing, but we share our story, is just really sharing with people that this is an ecosystem-based business and you can succeed while still doing good by people throughout the entire chain of custody.
Okay. John?
And I guess getting back to kind of the core of the company, though, coconut water, you know, that's a category. We've been covering it for a long time. You know, it's kind of had its, I guess, maybe ups and downs a little bit of, at least within this industry, people thinking, I don't know, it's going to be like the next big thing, take over vitamin water, sports drinks, et cetera. And it seems like things have come back to earth a little bit in terms of just expectations for the category. So I guess I'm curious what you can share, you know, in terms of Harmless Harvest perspective on kind of where the category is growing. or going, excuse me.
Definitely. I think there's many sources you can check. I'm obviously looking at them daily too.
Sure.
It's still got a pretty decent CAGR, a very positive CAGR for the next 5 years. I think to your point, maybe we're reaching different levels of maturation in the natural channel, but I think for the mass channel, there's still a huge opportunity for premium coconut water to enter there,
Sure.
Especially when you're winning on taste and offering consumers an organic product. I think there's still a lot of opportunity and headwinds there.
And you guys recently launched a larger, I forget how many ounces,
32.
Is that something that will sort of find its way into conventional retail, or where does that take
Yeah,
you?
definitely. No, we're opening that SKU for national distribution. Really, it was a response to consumer demand. Like, they love us, and they were like, we can't get enough of you, so we worked on a larger size. I see even within the category, like, consumers are just trading up. They are consuming more fluid ounces every day of RTD beverages, so good opportunity for us.
Now, you've had some packaging innovation over the last couple of years. You've introduced more flavors. You had a cacao-based one. You had a coffee-based one, or a coffee-infused one. Cinnamon and clove. You've dropped a couple of the seasonal flavors, I think the cinnamon and clove and the cacao one. You're still selling the coffee version, but you're tweaking it a little bit, is that right?
Yep, coffee formula has been tweaked a little bit, and we're rebranding it. So we do see a lot of opportunity to have that distinct acid in our green cap and our green coconut, so that packaging will roll out soon. With the change to multi-step microfiltration this year, just gave us an opportunity to really focus on the core SKUs and have a great year of full inventory. So we did pull back on our seasonal SKUs this year, but that is not to say that 2017 doesn't have a lot of great opportunities for us in store.
Yeah, and just in general, how are flavors received in the coconut water category? It feels like it's one of those things that, there's only a couple flavors that really, really work well. I mean, is that still going to be a big part of your innovation strategy going forward?
I think there's an opportunity for us to do it differently. I think what you see now, there is a lot of coffee, maybe a lot of traditional fruits. Maybe there's more of that superfood or antioxidant, also a functional or benefit addition to the flavors. But I agree, I think where our strength lies is really in delivering people the most delicious, freshest tasting organic coconut water. And it's just some consumers who maybe don't love coconut water are going to take a little bit more conversion to come in to the category. They typically start, I find, on the flavors and work their way in.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
One other question I wanted to ask was about the pricing structure.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you and I briefly talked about this yesterday. Harmless Harvest is a premium price product. Your 16 ounces is about $5. Your 8.4 ounces is about $3 or so. Okay. Do you see yourself as being a brand that's positioned alongside other coconut waters, because they're not priced that way, or do you see yourself just sort of priced and positioned along just different beverages, say cold pressed juices, kombuchas, things like that?
We really do view ourselves as an organic, fresh juice. So I do believe that while I compete in the category of coconut water, I am going after a little bit more of those fresh squeezed juices or more premium organic deliveries. I think the awesome benefit with coconut water is it doesn't just deliver you hydration, but it also gives you replenishment with those natural electrolytes. So it kind of does feel a little bit like a functional beverage within itself. Given the emphasis that we put on our commitment to Fair for Life and pioneering technologies, it is a premium price product, and that definitely probably will not change in the short term.
All right. Well, I really appreciate the time, Deanna. This is really cool, and looking forward to seeing what else unfolds for 2017. So thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for your
Really
time.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
John.